as a DC, it's, how do we combat that, right? Because it's not you now. You're incorporating, shifts with motions to this to that. Like, that's a lot for a high school DC and high school kids to recognize. Now we can just stay in base and we won't move when they move. Like, now you're just going to get schemed up all day every day, unless obviously you just have better dudes, which.
And that's why the better dude still wins it sometimes, right? Like,
of course,
it doesn't matter how many shifts you put pre-snap when a D1 defensive end squeezes a down block and blows up 2 pullers. There was no scheme in the world was going to beat that. So
correct.
Things still happen, but you're right. I was a DC to start my career. I was 4 years on the defensive side of the ball, and I've changed the ways that I break down offenses and scheme up, offenses. When I got involved with this, I quit coaching defense.
Immediately.
The rules are too unfair for defensive coaches. Like, go coach offense. And I know that may sound like the coward's way out. I technically still help both sides of the ball. I've gone into like an analyst role, but this is ridiculous. Like, you said it. How I scheme up 3 pre-snap shifts? Like, so. It is what it is.
I mean, look, we even talked about it yesterday with Coach Nymphius in terms of, just that little underneath pass or an RPO, like, you know what I mean? Like, that is an incomplete pass, not a fumble, or, those types of things are just in favor of the other side of the ball.
Yes. Yep. So here we go with that big shift again. Okay, now we're doing it with a little bit heavier personnel. So now we've got a true H-back in the game and our tight end. The last time we did this with receivers. And we use them all for down block. So something we're really good at is downing the front side and pulling all these guys. And we'll show you some crazy pulls in a little bit, our super and super duper counter. But here we're going to get your eyes over here. Your kids think, oh, here comes that super counter again. But we're really just running GT to all the madness, right? To the numbers. All right. I think that was all the shifts there. All right. So we get into our formation tags. So once again, all this is just protecting our base. What are we doing to take base GT counter and keep it successful? Because it's one of our best plays. So how do we keep it to be our best play? So same thing here. So now we have, we're going to jet this. Okay. So make sure we got the right tag. Yeah. So we put a little over motion in it. We end up reading it or not reading it, but said we don't snap it like it's a jet here. So we don't want you to think it's jet. We truly want to just put a bunch of receivers over for this reason right here. I don't want his eyes ever coming back to the play. So we're going to clear out, let him go ahead and complete the motion all the way over the top. And now that safety has to go out there and commit. So you want to be 4 over 3. That's fine. You got 4 out there, which means he's one of those guys is not over here. So we don't care. You want to be pass advantage. That's fine. We're going to run the ball back away from it. So there we go. GT counter to the side that you just removed your numbers. Let number 1 do his thing. Toting the rock. Okay, but all that just to set up a base GT counter. And with reasonings. That's something real big when I first got into football. There wasn't reasonings behind motions to me. So that's really neat about this is this offense makes you think about reasoning. All right, Coach, talk about being a DC at the high school level. There's yet another formation. But that's not a new formation to us, right? These are just formation tags to us.
5 guys, Coach. Look at that, Coach Sue. Look at that. 5 guys. And they thought we were crazy. They thought we were crazy when we put 4 on one side, dude. Imagine if we rolled out here in Jersey with 5 guys on one side.
Great. So defenses don't know how to handle it. So there's your 4 over 5. You might get another one out of the box to go 5 over 5. We're a bubble team.